Similarly, data storage is almost always involved. An application, while performing its business logic, might have to persist the information in a storage, or it might require querying information from some kind of a persistent data store. So those data storage could be based on some kind of a relational database management system such as MySQL, or it could also use some plain operating system file systems. So with this background about how a typical software application looks like, now let's see where cloud computing really fits in. It is not a clever breakthrough in technology, first of all. So it's not a technology breakthrough like moving from vacuum tubes based computers to, let's say, VLSI silicon devices based computers. So it's not in that kind of a category of breakthrough in technology. What we have simply realized is that we have been able to recognize certain architectural abstractions and are delivering those abstractions as services, pretty much like what utilities do, utilities such as electricity and waters, etc. So what are these architectural abstractions that we are talking about? So we are looking at application runtimes, we are looking at infrastructure and software, self-contained software also. Typically, when you are building some kind of a software application, you will normally have to use some basic computing infrastructure. You will have to have some kind of a computer on which you will be deploying your application. That's where this right box comes into picture. So you have to use some kind of a basic infrastructure to build and deploy your application. So you will need some storage, you need some compute power, or have to have access to some kind of a network. And for building the applications, you might choose some programming language and its associated application runtime, such as Python, Java, or even MySQL could qualify as application runtime, where the application is written in some kind of a stored procedures form, etc., whatever MySQL supports. So in that sense, you need some kind of a application runtimes. In your application, you could also make use of some third-party software which is self-contained, which is offered as a service. So in that sense, if you look at when building any software application, you typically need these three forms of major abstractions. You need some infrastructure, you may need some application runtimes, and you may also depend on some kind of a software. Now what cloud computing is letting you do is, they have basically decoupled all of these three major abstractions, and we are looking to find, we have decoupled all these three major abstractions and are offering them as individually as services, so that you just focus on your application development and are not bothered much about other concerns which somebody else should be handling. But if you are starting from, let's say, application runtime, so somebody who's offering you just the application runtime, and that person, that vendor is managing all the underneath details of how this runtime is secured, isolated, and scaled, etc., taking care of performance and security and whatnot. That is not your worry as application developer. That is done by somebody else. So in that case, you start from slightly a different level. You're just focusing on your application, which is built using the